Welcome back, fellow scrubs. This is Mark D. Witt, and we're working on Pocket Fighter EX today, since it's Monday. It's our development day. So, hello and welcome. Pocket Fighter EX is a community-based game. It is not endorsed or related to Pocket Fighter. No, it's inspired by Pocket Fighter. And the Neo Geo Pocket Fighters, but it's not endorsed or part of like SNK or Capcom. Just a community-based game, just a fan game for fans by fans. So behold, King of Fighters R2. Yeah, for real. We played that last night, and it was crazy. Like, it was good, but it was also really nuts. I did not know that game had like Street Fighter Alpha 3 on PlayStation and Saturn had a world tour mode, like almost like an RPG mode. You fight specific combinations of characters and you gain abilities and stats and stuff, and it was like that, but it was crazy because like you could get items, and I mean items like they gave Terry a gun and I'm not kidding, you can use it. It literally replaces Power Wave with a gun, a fucking gun. It's crazy. Go look at the VOD for that. It's nuts. We went through once we discovered that was a story mode, or well, I guess the closest to one as you're gonna get. But like it was a special mode. Like we went in on that, and it was crazy. Let's see. Chat says, "Hey, I know a dude, Japanese." Onan something, searching job into production of game. You could give some help. No, King of Fighters R2 was on, that's EX2 is on the Game Boy Advance. R2 is on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. So they just started re-releasing those Neo Geo Pocket Color games on Switch. So oh shit, I got a no reference error. I saw that flash by. What's that about? Well, we got our first glitch of the night, boys. Anyway, as far as helping other projects or whatever, if it's like a job opportunity, send me a link or something in the Discord or on Twitter or something, I guess. And then I can take a look at it after the stream. So we got a null ref on a box type? Or on a hitbox controller. Must have been a hitbox controller. Yeah, this is iterating. It's iterating through all the hitbox controllers. I don't know why one would have been null, but it probably is a good idea to put this here. Continue. So what this is here, we're going to check for I, since that's the one being checked. This goes through a list of all hitbox controllers. And it's, since the hitbox controller is a mono behavior, if you do an exclamation point, that's a true or false operator. So basically it's saying if this is false, which means for mono behavior you can check it as a true or false, as a boolean, and it will tell you if it's initialized, either it's null or invalid or whatever, it'll return false, and if it's good to go it returns true. So you can check that. So this just basically says, is it valid? If it's not valid, continue, and what continue does says, oh hey, go back up here and go to the next one, and then continue on. So kind of surprised that I need that, because they should be removing themselves. See, it doesn't give me much information. It just says there was a null one. Okay. Like, it doesn't tell you which one or what the name was or whatever. So who knows what that was about. I've not seen that pop up before, but we did just change to a new version of Unity, so we're going to expect a couple strange things here and there. I will let it recompile. A new microphone? I got a new audio setup in What was it now? Either late April or May? Probably somewhere in May. So if you haven't been around in a while, I probably sound a little different. Scrub programming. Oh, speaking of programming stuff, we did last time, I'll follow up on this, speaking of new version of Unity, we did start using... Oh, I guess we turned it off again. Maybe I didn't sync my changes back. Let's see if it complains turning that on. Maybe I turned it off just to test something. But we had an error last time when we tried to turn on deterministic compilation. So I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna go through its whole thing now. And we had an error last time, and now that error is gone. We got warnings and shit, but I don't think they're... Oh, it found an empty switch block. It's reporting those now. That's funny. For Ken's behavior. I wonder what that's about. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I'm not sure if I don't use these anymore, or Ken just doesn't have a special check anymore. But yeah, sure, we'll get rid of that. I did actually comment out the middle part of it. That's fine. That's interesting. They send me new stuff. Anyway, point being, there's no more errors anymore for our version number. That, if you were here last week, you know what I'm talking about. Apparently that's a glitch. We determined that it was a glitch. We just weren't sure how to follow it, or how to fix it. Just updating fixed it. So 2020.10 F1, it's fine with it now. So it must have been just a weird glitch. So further research, we're not exactly sure if this actually makes things deterministic in the game or not. It could be just a deterministic compilation. And so what that means is essentially that it will produce the same exe file every time that it compiles. Apparently, it's possible to have a compilation of a program that doesn't do that. And I think that's all it is. I really don't think it actually makes the game deterministic. I don't think it makes the math deterministic in the game. So, yeah, unfortunately, that might be a dead end for now. It does not look like that's actually doing it. Because we run a few tests, and we couldn't get exact results on all platforms, and it doesn't look like it's doing what we thought it did. So, that sucks, but whatever. I'm just going to have to continue going on and doing my own deterministic Unity integrations and do all that. So, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, Whip has a gun. She's only in Gal Fighters for the Neo Geo Pocket games. She came around in KOF 99, which was pretty much kind of where, like, I think it was probably concurrently built with the Match of the Millennium or somewhere around there, and they didn't add any of the 99 characters in, except I don't believe Kasumi was in... I don't believe she was in 98, but they did put her in R2, but they probably knew that she was gonna be in. Hey! Garo fan followed, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, fixing all the errors. Some of these errors are just reminders for me, by the way. So things like, like this, like it failed to find an animation in the animation registry. That's more of a reminder one. Oh shit, I almost did that. I was reading chat while doing that. I guess I got the muscle memory down. I think I dropped that last Choreo though. No, I know it was around the same time, but what I'm trying to say is I think Kasumi being in R2 is not indicative that they were thinking about 99 characters so much as at the time of both of the games being in development. I'm thinking that they didn't have enough time to get a finalized design and do all the animations for characters that were brand new. Like they didn't. I have a feeling that they didn't have time to do all that, and that's why none of the 99 characters sans Kasumi appeared in any of the Neo Geo Pocket titles. And obviously Kasumi was an already existing character, is what I'm trying to get at. She already had a design and animations to follow, even though she showed up in 99. Maybe she has sprites, obviously, since she was in KOFR 2. I mean, so that automatically makes her technically a candidate. I don't know how I feel about her completely. I mean, she's got some parry stuff, right? So it's a little. Was she in 96? I don't know. I'll be honest. Anything pre-97, I don't know almost anything about. Hey, Stone Thor followed. Thank you. But yeah, since she has sprites in KOFR 2, she's technically a candidate. She's got some parry stuff. She's got, I don't know, she got really nice animations. That's one thing that stood out to me in the Pocket games. She had really nice animation. I think she was first in R2. That was the only Pocket game she was in. Yeah, I guess we kind of got off on that because there was a comment about Whip. Let's see. Yeah, Whip has a gun. Yeah, she always pulled out the gun in one of her moves. Yeah, and she was in Gal Fighters, so I think because that one was like the last fighter that was after Match of the Millennium, I believe, in release dates. So they had ample time to get the animations and get that stuff going. That's my theory, at least, as to why she showed up in Gal Fighters, but none of the other 99 characters showed up in Match of the Millennium. Yeah, Kasumi was in 2000. Yep. Yeah, the first appearance that I was aware of was 99, and then you're right, she is in 2000. I have no idea who's in 2001 because it's terrible. And is she in 2002? I'll be honest, most of the footage I watched from 2002 is like competitive play, so I only see the same bunch of characters over and over again. I'm not really sure if she's in 2002, or is this one of those characters that nobody ever uses? I know 2002's got a lot of characters. In she is, obviously, but... No, 2001's terrible. Is legitimately fucking awful. No, she's not in 2002. I know she's in but everybody's in fucking so I don't know. Oh, I started unlocking the hidden characters in... Oh, I guess my battery on my controller is not fully charged. Hold on. I started unlocking characters in KOFR 2. Hard mode's not actually very hard at all. Unless I'm just very used to the game now, having gone through the story mode, but it's not bad. So I've been unlocking characters every time I go through. I unlocked Regol. I guess Regol just has one version, I think. I think it's just that he was just not selectable because he's a boss. So he appears on a different selection grid. But then I unlocked EX Shermie, which is probably the Orochi version. And then I unlocked EX Kyo, which I think is his 96 version? Not really sure about that. He's got the fireball and the upward diagonal kicks. He's not the Rekka one. Non-Rekka Kyo, whatever version that is. And let's see. I know you can unlock an alternate Terry. I think he's got the fire kick instead of charge. And then there's an alternate Rio and there's an alternate Mai, but I don't know what their changes are because I haven't unlocked them yet. There might be a couple others, but I don't know what the changes are. EXKO was 94 version. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say they actually have different theme songs, which is really cool. Thought that was really, really neat. Oh, I got another null ref. What's going on? How do I have another null ref? Box data? Oh, it was on this line. Yeah, okay. I mean, I assumed it was just this, but it's possible that is this nullable? Oh, go to definition. It is nullable. Okay, it can actually return null. So the way we fix this, if we want to check for something nullable here, we do the same thing. Let's see, is this, hold on. You can create, and I probably did it for this, you can create a method to do that thing like the mono behavior. You put the exclamation point in front of it. So here's my constructor, my copy, and here it is. So this public static implicit operator bool, this will get you that functionality. Basically what it's saying is it's casting this object into a bool. And so I just say if the object is null, false. That's all it needs to be for that. So that means if I go back here, one more, then I can just put this. Sorry, have that. And then if and only if it's valid, then we can check for whether or not it's adjustable for solids. And that makes it a little weirder. So this one's probably not needed. I was very surprised that this one would have had a null on it, because whenever something is destroyed or whatever, it removes it from the list. It's supposed to anyway. But this one absolutely could be invalid, because you can even see right here, is hitbox data invalid? And it checks a bunch of stuff here, then yeah, it can actually return something that's not true. So it was probably that all along. Because he doesn't even tell you, it just says an object reference was not an object, or not set to an instance of an object. What the hell does that mean? Well, I mean, I know what it means, but you know, like which one? I've got like 5 objects referenced on that line, so which one is it? Is deterministic compilation helping with GGPO? No. All the tests that we've done so far seems to indicate that it is not anything to do with making the math deterministic, but just making sure that the exe gets compiled in the same ways all the time, and that does not help with deterministic math. And actually, excuse me 1 second, because I forgot to bring my drink over, and I need my drink. So let me go get my water. I'll be right back. Okay. So F for GGPO. No. I'm still programming stuff to handle GGPO. It just, if Unity would have made it deterministic for me, then it would have saved me a lot of time. But it's not going to do that, at least not in the immediate future. I have no idea when they're going to make that feature reality, so I just have to do my own. And that basically involves reprogramming a lot of things that Unity has already programmed, but using fixed math, which is a pain, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So, let's see. I'm trying to think now. I did show the deterministic compilation thing. Did explain what we found. I'm trying to think of what was the other thing I was gonna show. Oh, geez, of course. Give me 1 second to pull it up here. So here's the project files. People have been waiting for an update on this. We have a new, you know what? Let me pull up LBRY. Oh, I did a Dan color, by the way, if you were wondering, if you saw it on Twitter. So if not a character confirmation, but if Dan ever made it in, his color scheme will probably look like this. I just did it for fun because Street Fighter V was doing Dan things. Oh yeah, hey! Javi Konjax? I'm sure I'm completely butchering that. But thank you for the follow. Trying to figure out, I'm looking at it, figuring out like, how do I say this one? Yeah, yeah, you heard it, folks. Dan confirmed. No, I mean he has sprites, so he's technically a candidate. But I think Dan, if he would be added, would be more of a late addition. I would feel a little bad about bumping him in line for another character. So so here you probably recognize this attack. So this is a brand new animation. So Anim Pocket just finished this and he sent it to me for review, and I think it looks great. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows where this one's from. It's an extension super that he already has. And then to accompany it, they've got the effect for it. It looks pretty amazing. So there it is. So there's a little LBRY update. Again, until the GGPO is finished, it doesn't make sense for me to start programming him because I just have to redo him anyway. But at least we're getting some animations done ahead of time. But yeah, they look fantastic, so I'm really hyped to see how this looks. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Pocket's no joke. And he gets his shit done. We could step through it frame by frame. And it's pretty much just a conversion of what was already in the main games, but still, like, he makes sure that it looks really good in 3 colors, which is a lot harder than you can imagine. It's not very straightforward sometimes. Yeah, pretty much. He gets his shit done and he gets it done right. So yeah, he just submitted that yesterday, so I was very happy with how that turned out. So. When the effect, yeah, that was something that we did discuss when we went over feedback. That because the screen size is as big as it is, and the camera can move up, we may need to extend this higher for the camera to go. I won't truly know until I put it in, so I'm not too worried about it right now. If we put it in and it ends up being the case, then yeah, I'll just tell them to extend it, and that's no big deal. But yeah, this is a very real possibility. And to be honest, looking at it, like when I first saw it, I was thinking, I think it's too small, but that's fine. We'll just adjust that as it goes. Because there's still a pretty good amount of screen space here. But considering that the, as you can see, the screen can move up. Oop, I can do it in place here. So actually it's much easier to see if I just belt them into the air. Ooh, see? I don't know. These are the only 2 files that he submitted so far. He hasn't submitted the final sheet yet, so he still has time to make adjustments or whatever, but that's pretty much it. So that was it. This is not related. This is a different effect, if that's what you're talking about. So this is just his other stuff from, this is what's already in the Pocket games. It's possible. It's possible. I think he just translated whatever was there. So I don't know how much off-screen things might actually be in the original effect or not. That's hard to tell. I don't know if it's... Actually, I'm pretty sure people have found like the debug modes and stuff to figure that stuff out. I just don't know what the answer is, to be honest. I figure if it does exist, the Mugen community probably has already found it, which means it's probably on Sprite Rip somewhere. But yeah. That's all. Where are we here? So one thing I did want to investigate today, because I did get a chance a couple weeks ago to play it over Parsec with somebody with just enough of a connection to not be a complete fucking disaster for me. And that's if you do a back hit, it probably happens here too in front. If you hit them, I think just at the moment of landing, it will do a second Tatsu. I always got it on a reversal one, on a cross-up one. If you hit them just as you land, it will do a second glitch Tatsu from the ground. And I think I might know why. I've been thinking about it for a long time because that's been a known glitch. But I think I might know why that occurs. And I'd like to investigate that live on stream. And if we can fix it, then I'll look like a miracle worker. And if we don't, I'll look like a retard. And that's fine too. I'll look like I don't know what I'm doing. And that's how I feel all the time. Oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Why did that happen? Oh my god, we got so many problems here now. Okay, object reference is not set to an instance of an object. Well, that's great. Not deterministic enough. Okay, well maybe we found out why our hitbox things are not valid. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do what we did before and make a passover piece of code if it is not available, but this should never happen. So we're going to write some code that we can then track this down with. So I'm just gonna copy this in here quick. Actually, no, I don't know, what is this? What is this? Object full asset? This is not a static. Okay. Yeah, it's just full asset. Well, okay, that's fine. It should have a name then. We're gonna say that object linker this, then this plus, and we're gonna say I, so object linker number, let's say index. Object, yeah, linker. Object linker index blank was invalid. Yes, that's what was going on. This is really the only thing on reference here, because this is just a bool. If the problem was here, we can actually simplify this code. That's a new trick I found. If you only have one line of code when you do a property, you can just do equals greater than and then give it the thing that you want. I don't know if it works on, I think it works on methods. Right? Yeah, works on methods too. Or functions, if you want to call them functions. So that's a new C++, or C++, holy crap, am I out of it today? C#, new C# trick that I learned. I would say a couple months ago, but this is old code, so I never applied it to it. Which is my favorite Fatal Fury character. All right, we'll get Rock Howard and Terry Bogard out of the way. I mean, they're givens. So just to be fair, we're gonna disqualify them. But if we want to go dig down one level deeper, it'd probably be Joe Higashi. I think that he would be my favorite. You know, the third favorite, I guess, in that case. So it'd be Terry first, Rock second, Joe Higashi third. But, you know, Terry and Rock are too easy of an answer. So let's save that. And then... Okay, so we have our error in here. And we're going to... we're going to do an if Unity editor, so we only want to show the error if we're in editor, not if the game's actually running on someone's computer. Because it's not valid information for them. Like, it skips it. That's the correct action. We just don't want to look at it. Fine. Who cares? The error is only for us to try to figure out what's going on. If it happens to occur again. This stream's for good boys and girls. I don't dislike Mai, but nothing about her really captures my interest quite much. Except for you know what, but you know, that's that's Mai's defining feature. Yeah, Hurricane Appa. I know, Joe's just cool. He's just like this asshole. So, I like Joe. Okay, well, it's working now. So it's probably has fixed the issue. So it may not have been that the Hadouken itself was glitching, but an object prior to... oh yeah, here it is. 0 and 1 are invalid. It did show up. So it was probably stopping at this point, because once you get a null ref error, since we've created code to fix it, it just bypasses the nulls. But if there's an unexpected null here, it will just stop looking. So probably what happened is it was looking, and it didn't even get to the object it was supposed to get to, which I'm assuming is the Fire Hadouken. And then it stopped initializing it properly. So now that we've created code to handle that, it can get to the Fire Hadouken and do what it needs to do correctly. And I heard the thing. Let's see, hold on. What was that? Razarus? Well, thank you for the follow. Did I hear 2 of them? I only see 1. I thought I heard 2. Maybe it glitched out and sounded off twice. I thought I heard 2 notifications, but I only see 1 in my list. So if I missed someone, I'm sorry. It didn't show it to me. Yeah, core values. What about Mai with red hair? Has that ever been a thing? I mean, I know in Pocket she's only got red. So it is what it is. Let's see, so 1 and 2 here are bad. So what I'm gonna do is put a breakpoint here. Yeah, here. And we're gonna run debug. Let's see what happens. Whoops. Oh, I thought it crashed. Hold on. You're trying to attach a debugger, but debug mode is switched off. Okay, must be a new thing. When Unity is in debug mode, C# performance is reduced, but you can attach a debugger. That's why it was running better on my laptop in editor mode. So it just, debug mode was just completely disabled. No wonder it was running better. I thought Unity optimized a whole bunch of shit, but it was just the editor was not doing what it typically does. Okay. You can enable debug mode temporarily and enable for all projects, right? If you switch it on for all projects, you can change it later in code optimization on startup setting and preferences. Yeah, enable for everything. Okay. Assuming it is, yeah, okay. Looks like it's going. Okay. Let's clear the arrows. We did. Okay, we did. So, because I think it's not running properly. Oh yeah, no, it did stop debugging. Yeah, okay. Let's try this again. Start debugging. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay, so we put a breakpoint here, and this is of course on 0. Oh yeah, it's just null. It's just completely null. I wonder who shoved in. There's only 3, so that's not bad. Expected there to be a lot more though. That's strange. Okay. Well, let's take out this breakpoint, and we can stop debugging this part. Now we kind of know what the issue is here. Find all references. So what we want to do is figure out where are we adding these, which is here. When we create an object. Is there any other spot that we add? We do not. We do remove. When we remove from pool. And where is that called? Undestruct. And this is, okay, this is in pool linker. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So let's go back. Yeah, now we're in add. So who calls create? Oh, that's her alternate costume. Yeah, Tim sent me an image on Discord. That's her red hair Maya. I guess it must be an alternate costume in Maximum Impact. So here. There's create object there. And there's spawn. Yeah, that makes sense. So what's coming in here? Just position, rotation, okay. Alright, well, what calls this one? This is most of debugging. What calls that? What calls that? Just that. Okay, well, what calls this one? No results. And this only had one result? Oh, there's a couple other ones. Pulled object, yeah, object spawner. From a preset. Okay. I think if I put a breakpoint here, we're just gonna get a million things. So that's hard to break down what's what here. Really curious as to what is being added but not removed. Because we don't know what spawner we're dealing with here. Unless it is Sapphire Hot Oak in itself. Let's see. Let's look at this again. Is this specific to this particular one. Yeah, this is a pooled asset. So we want to know. This is fire. Oh, it's a hit spark is the problem. Fire, hit spark, FX pool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. When we add to our thing here, we need to find dot add. Right here. I'm gonna say if. Oh, we're gonna put this only in editor mode. If Unity editor and if, so this will only compile in editor mode. If name equals fire, what's it? Fire hit spark FX pool. Fire hit spark FX pool. Int derp equals 0. And this is just to get a breakpoint out of us here. Okay, we'll reset it. Yeah, some of the max impact alternate costumes were pretty cool. That's KOF, if you guys didn't know. The 3D one on PS2. There were 3 of them. It was Max Impact 2, and then for some reason, Japan got a second edition of Max Impact 1 after Max Impact 2? I don't know why. Maybe it just had the same name as 1. It's called Regulation A. I don't know if it really is just the first game with more stuff. I don't know why they wouldn't just build on top of 2, but whatever. Okay. So. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. We need to... Hold on. We need to start debugging here before it starts. I'll hit pause first, then play. And we should get a hit when it tries to be created. It was the second version of the second one. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, we got no hits yet. Do we get anything? Not yet? I guess we didn't get anything. It's probably not being generated. Yeah, here we go. Probably not being generated right away. Okay. The linker is... Oh, I think it's just giving me a report on what this is. I mean, it looks like it's okay here. I don't know why it's getting deleted after. It's just two of them get deleted for no reason. Do we get 2 here? Oh, hold on. Let me... Can I play continue? Yeah. We do get it. We do get 1 spawned. Oh, it's gonna catch me up. Yeah, we did get 1 spawned, so it's functioning. I'm not sure why 2 of them are being null. I don't know if we've got other ones that are like that. I don't see anything else that's bad like that. Yeah, there's no other custom hit sparks that are doing quite that. Let me check Ken though. Ken's got a couple other ones. No, My interest and or disinterest with Mai doesn't have anything to do with her looks. She looks fine enough. She's just, I don't know, just not a character that interests me. We get any hits on that? Funny enough, we don't get any errors when Ken does it. Only when Ryu does it. Maybe there's something strange with Ryu's data. My 8 Chun. Yeah, pretty much. I do like me some Chun. Obviously, I don't hate Mai. I mean, she's getting in after all. But just not my kind of girl, I guess. Yeah. Screwed up. I'm thinking too much instead of just relying on... I can't do it. My hands aren't working today. They feel a little better since I've been playing on the Switch, though. But yeah, I didn't see any errors for Ken's stuff, so... Must be something specifically with Ryu's setup that's just getting a little wonky. Wanky. Like, I can't play, I can't speak. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't see any errors related to any fire effect. It did just say fire hit effect large, so... Well, I'm not sure. Not sure why it is. Well, now, chat, I'm not saying that. If there was a real life Mai and she gave me the time of day, I'll certainly talk to her. Maybe there's more to her than meets the eye. I'm willing to feel it out and see what's up there, if you know what I mean. Boom, 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 boom. I like how that one came out. That one's pretty good. That's an overhead, by the way. Don't the 1 foot that comes down, that's an overhead hit. So don't crouch block when you defend against that. Experience the depths. Such deep lore. Must figure out all the deep lore that Mai has, right? Clearly deep lore. Okay, let me see if I can get that one glitch to... Man, I did it like 10 times that night we were doing test sessions. This is gonna be a frame perfect glitch to try to get. I just want to see if I can show it to you before I try to fix it. Like, I have a feeling I know what might be going on. It's so hard to make it happen. This is where I wish I had like a replay feature already built in. Tatsumatsuki Senpu Kyaku intensifies. For real. Let's go. Ryu's is a little more responsive. His actually activates quicker, so it's a little easier to time. Ugh, that was close. And see, the ones where he goes off the ground is ones that I was too late on. That might help me if I see it full screen here. You have to hit it the same frame. And what happens is the Tatsu animation starts in a grounded state, and it just completely fubs. And then he gets stuck in midair because it doesn't end. He's not in a jump, so when it calls for the jump to turn into a fall, it's like, there's no fall here. It's not doing anything. Shit, I can't get it. I was getting it all night. I was getting it all night versus Zombie. Because I was hitting them with the cross-up one. And I was getting it like that. Yeah, I was getting them like that. I don't know. I guess I can't get it again. Unless I already fixed it, but I don't think I did, because I think I've seen it pop up again in a newer build. But let me go through the code that I think might be the problem here. Because I think what's happening... I'd like to at least confirm the issue. I think what's really happening here is that... stop bugging it. When... I think the sequence of events here for the attack are wrong. Actually, hold on. Can I? Yeah, let's close that. Close some regions here that we don't need open. Fighter specific behavior events. Cooled objects, no. Focus. Health and stats. Stunning. Fighter length. We're looking for main. General animation, mono behavior. We're looking for main update. Sound effects. Training pools. Rigid body. Fire input. Animation. Yeah, there's a lot of code in here. A lot of code. Comment. Spark order. 4. Okay, so time. We're getting close. Crouching. Block. Guard. Fatigue. Stun. Gives you an idea how much crap is in here. Position control. Scale effect. Main update. Here we go. So, fighter core. I have a suspicion that the jump code is taking precedence over... Really what I want to say is I think what's happening is these order of events are transpiring. The input is red and it decides what move it wants to perform, which is a Tatsumaki. You are already in a Tatsumaki, but it will activate as soon as you land on the ground. Again, which is in itself another glitch, but I don't think it'll fix this issue. I think this issue should be fixed anyway. But here's the deal. So the next step, I think what it's doing is it's updating the jump code so that it lands and it considers itself landing. But in that same update, after all that, it's then going and it's going to say, hey, do we need to activate any moves? And it'll be like, hey, we got a Tatsumaki command that came through, let's activate it. So all within that one span of time, it gives it enough time to glitch out. I think that's what's happening, because the inputs are being read even though you're in hit stop. And so you've already landed in that one frame, and then you're continuing in that landed state during hit stop is what I suspect is going on. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what's going on. Or maybe not, because if you're in hit stop, apparently you don't do anything. I don't know, let's see, let's read through it here. That's my suspicion. And just kind of the idea popped in my head that maybe that's what's going on. So we update inputs and update the command cache. And the command cache is, hey, we found a successful input for something that could actually activate. So let's store that in the command cache and wait to actually act on that activation. So this helps bridge the gap for like when you do a successful charge attack, like Guile's or Terry's charge move, but you're buffering that in when you've done another one. Well, your charge time has worn off already at that point in time, and so you want to save the fact that that successfully activated, and then because the charge, by the time you're buffering, by the time you've special canceled it or whatever, your charge time has already been eaten up by moving the joystick up. And so you want to save the fact that, yeah, you did have an actual valid activation at that moment in time, but it won't see that again once it's ready to actually activate it. So to bridge that gap in time, you need some sort of layover like that, and that's what the command cache is for. That's what I just happened to call it. It could have been called something else, but that's all. Okay, so then hit stun. If you're in hit stun, then it does stuff. If time is stopped, then you return nothing. You stop doing anything. You see, landed this frame false. Finished attack. This actually could be very useful. It's a good thing I noticed this. We might be able to stop specific activations like that. Updated scale effects. Where does this? Oh yeah, that'll probably get updated in jump code. Update scale effects. Blah blah blah. Does this have to be above grapple victim update? Hit stop. Update. Yeah, probably. That's just a note for myself. I guess. That's fine. I'll leave it. Hit stop and animation change. I don't care about that. Hit push. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. If you're not in hit stop. Oh, here. What's this? Hit stop. If you're not in hit stop, then hit stun. Oh yeah, it gets updated. And block sign gets updated. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. First frame after stand up is false. Get up animation. Okay, so that's all. I'm gonna put an extra comment here. Let's say stand up. Check stand up status. Put those two together. That way that I know they're a package deal there. Let's put time total during run. Running time could be misleading. Check max activation. Actually surprised that that's not further up, to be honest. Kind of surprised that's not with the input stuff. I guess if time is off, then it kind of doesn't matter, but time stop, so it doesn't really matter. If you're hit, stunned, or is in knockdown time, activation time period is off the max bonus. Well, whatever. Update round over sequence. Okay, in course states. Say tally time while crouching. Oop. Just to put a note there. Reset time total during run if not running. Extra space there. Keep that stuff away from each other. Okay. Does fighter have a time freeze ticket? No. Hit stop controller. Okay. Nothing here, but this needs to catch or do a normal update. Yep, that's fine. So hit stop controller is in hit stop. That's what we were really looking for. I thought that it might be processing stuff in here, but it seems to not be. So once you've recovered from stun, is dizzy. If you're not dizzy and you're not in stun, does that include dizzy? No, it doesn't. Okay. I guess they both need to be there. Oh, okay. I see. This is just a stun recovery method. Dizzy confirmed. No Guilty Gear characters. Okay. All right, and then we do processing jump. So I was right in that processing jumps does happen before attack activations. Absolutely happens before attack activation. Okay, well, I'm trying to think now what we could potentially do here. See, the weird thing that's throwing me off here is that the hit stop is not doing anything here, which makes me think that it's possible. Aw, sad face. No crossover with Guilty Gear. You would probably have to take the Marvel versions of the Capcom characters in order to make that fit. And then you'd have to make Marvel-esque type versions of the SNK characters to make all that fit. I think it would not be very exciting to take Guilty Gear characters and then to just put them, like, reduce them down to Street Fighter and King of Fighters level. I think people would not be happy with that. Just add Rockman. No, none of that. Wrong timeline anyway. I don't want to say the wrong timeline, but different place and time, perhaps. Of course, I'm sure you're going to pull out something that says that it's all around the same time now anyway. It's 20XX, yeah. So once hit stop stops being a thing, it's probably like, oh, you haven't landed yet. So that's good. That's my first concern, is that maybe it was landing during hit stop, but it doesn't look like it is. So that's good, because it just loops, it just freezes here and doesn't update anything, and that's fine. Capcom can't even go beyond third strike. Yeah, right. Unless they end up in Street Fighter 2010. What a nightmare that is. Yeah, so once it comes out of hit stop, then it's going to try to process a jump. And that glitch might still occur. So it might not have anything to do with hit stop. It might be a frame perfect kind of glitch that could happen anyway. And if that's the case, we might actually be able to catch it. Just for the heck of it, let's try to catch it in a... Let's try to catch it in a perfect situation here. So... No, it did not break. It actually activated as intended. Okay. So the next thing I want to look at is the attack activations. It's going to check for the command cache, I think. Yeah, it's going to check max mode, see if max mode was activated. And if not, it's going to check the command cache. Time of last command activation. Where is it here? Okay, yeah, it wasn't there. Then it's going to check it. Okay. Command move activated. Check move activations. Input tracker. Nice. Where did the cache come in here? Why is it checking that again? Hold on. Am I doing things twice where I don't need to? Check command move activation. Before we get too deep in here. I think this was just update input, right? Yeah, update. Update chart states. Oh, this is just grabbing the current input state. Okay, it's not actually looking through it. And then command caches are checking to see if they've expired or not. Jump frame start. Oh yeah, preventing jump normals from expiring during the pre-jump frames. Shit like that. So if it found something, cache dictionary, cache list. Alright, we'll keep those two in mind. Check for inputs. Okay, yeah, so it does check if the input was found and it puts it in. So, okay. Cache. Command cache, dictionary, and list. So let's go back down here to where our check attack activations. Check move, command move activations. we are using the new system. Weird. Well, where is it using those command caches? Does command pass extra condition? Oh yeah, here is command cache active. Oh, okay, it's using the dictionary here, I think. Yeah, so it's gonna go through. Yeah, it's using the dictionary. Entry is live, so it checks to see if there's a cache that exists, and then it sends it through the extra parameters. This shit gets so complicated, man. We do have an airborne check. Double click it while highlight. Where's that airborne check? Here it is. It's possible something here might be screwed up. Allow air activation. Is airborne. And jumping attacks are enabled. Okay. So it will pass through that. If there's a specific jump direction that it has to go in, like say it can only be using a forward jump or a back jump, you can do that. I programmed it to do that. And it's not the one that it's requested, then it fails, that's fine. Otherwise it goes through. I don't see anything particularly wrong here. And then it can check the other ones. This is basically just saying if it's a crouch move, it has to do crouching, etc., etc. Next mode requirements. Okay, we don't care about that. Yeah, it checks. My fear was that it was checking these conditions before the jump happened, or the landing happened, but it doesn't seem to be the case. As you can see right here, it is checking is airborne. And this is after the jump has already been processed. Pretty sure. We go back. Check. Jump. Processing. Yeah, processing jump happens up here. So let's see. Go back down the rabbit hole here. What does it say for airborne? Is airborne. Transform position Y is greater than 4. Or where the phase equals jumping. I wonder if that's the problem. If it may be catching this, even though you've landed. Wondering if this has not been caught, if this has not been adjusted for yet. Potentially. So you've landed, but it thinks that you're airborne. Because this will be jump phase will be landed, but you'll still be a little bit higher than the 4. Because if you think about it, you landed potentially during hit stop. So when it checks the command, it might possibly still be high. But this is also good to know that even if you're not jumping, you're still technically airborne if you're in the air. Because you could be in a state where you're not falling or jumping or whatever. Just for the heck of it, though. If we were to take that out, I know we haven't been able to reproduce it. Curious as to how much that actually breaks things. Or if it breaks anything at all. I have a feeling it will, though. Yeah, because when you do something like this, you're not jumping, but you're airborne. You fall. You are airborne, or you are jumping when you get to the top of it. I'm never gonna get this to fucking go. Whoa! Whoa! That was pretty fucking cool. That was really fucking cool. It's totally a glitch. But that was really fucking cool. I can fix that. I know, you're gonna be like, no, don't fix it, but I'm gonna have to. Of course, if I do it now, I won't know that it's a problem. I've never seen that double hit, man. That must have been 1 in a million shot. But it's pretty funny that it's not, it's not affecting anything to have that code commented out, which is both a little concerning, but you know what I mean? I mean, because the question is whether you're airborne or not whether you're jumping. I mean, they at face value, they sound like they're the same questions, but they're not really. So I mean, it implies that, you know, you're just above the ground. Why you gotta fix the cool thing? Because it's broken. I know, that's one of the problems with, or not problems, but one of the dangers with open development is that you'll see cool shit like that and I'll be like, no, I gotta take it out because it's broke or it doesn't work or it's not intended or whatever. And then I run the risk of people getting mad at it, but eh. The same would have been for any other game. Sometimes stuff that looks cool and it's broken just really, it would hurt the game to keep it in. But how does damage scaling work? Right now it's set so that each attack, not each hit, so this is 2 hits, but it counts as 1 attack. So if I do that, only, like, it only scales once in the combo. So it's not per hit. 2 attacks that are like target combos, those scale each individually. But an attack that's just 1 input that does 2 hits, it scales only once. Now Street Fighter will scale based on hit with caveats, but for the most part it scales on hit. But perhaps everything else is broken. It's not the Tatsu's fault, it's everything else. normals and specials will scale once, and supers will scale twice on hit, and only on the first hit, of course. And then with the first two hits the first two attacks do not get scaled, and then it goes down to like 90%, 80%, 70%, 60% damage, etc., as you add more attacks to the thing. Now, there are some caveats. It's a little bit more complex than that, where supers cannot be scaled past 50%. So they'll at least do half the damage, no matter where they are in a combo. That's to kind of make them a little more usable, or a little more, two reasons, I guess you could say. One, so that they're more valuable in a combo that's gone on a long time, so the scaling doesn't neuter the supers. But the other reason is, and I believe I put this in, but I may not have at this point, scaling also, like when Terry gets really low on health, attacks will do less damage, and most fighting games do that. I think all the big ones now have implemented that kind of thing. So, so total damage based scaling. So see the punch here, if we go to attack information, the punch only does 26 here when he's low on health. Now it does 18. But when you're at full health, it does 25. So it does scale down. And I believe the supers, their 50% does not get affected by that. So using the super, when they're low on health, is going to hit them harder proportionally than it would if they were at full health. So that's to keep in mind. Like, you can really close out a round with a well-timed super, or implementing a super into your combo when they're at low health. So that's how the scaling works. I'm pretty sure that's in there. How much total HP? Everybody's got 1,000 HP at base. Some characters might end up having more or less. Like traditionally, Chun-Li and Cammy have a little less, and Geef has more. Like the big body characters. The slimmer characters have less typically, and the big body characters have more. But the average is 1,000. And you can see the values here. So. Okay, we got a question. Hello. It's hard to do a fighting game in Unity. Geef, not Geef. Sound Geef. It's Geef. Yeah, it's Geef, not Geef. I know. I'm always gonna say Geef though. Come on. It's a second name. That's all. So how hard is it? Or is it hard? I guess. I would say that it's probably hard to make a fighting game in anything. I would say that Unity is particularly easier or harder. I would say that they're all hard. If you're gonna program it yourself, then yeah. I mean, the design is also things, I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about programming, because designing the game, designing the characters and the moves and the balance, that has nothing to do with the engine, of course. So I'm assuming you're talking about programming, but yeah, if you're gonna program the engine, the combat engine yourself, it's not gonna be easy no matter what you do. Engine's not gonna help you there. If you're using a pre-made engine, then, well, yeah, then that'll cut down the work for you. You won't get as much customization, obviously, but you'll be stuck with whatever that engine's quirks are. For something as intricate and as complicated as a fighting game, I personally would be hesitant to use someone else's combat engine. Because I would fear, like Mugen, you'll get stuck in the limitations of whatever that engine has, and you may not have the know-how, or it may not be structured to accommodate, or at least to easily accommodate, say, a special mechanic that you just thought up that no other fighting game has. or the engine just doesn't support that kind of mechanic. You know what I mean? So that's what led me to do my own engine. I wanted no barriers other than my own ability in order to make sure that the game plays the way I want it to play. I wish that we could freeze frames in the real game as well. Well, you kind of can if you pause. Look! Freeze frame! Yeah, no problem. No, slopes are still harder. Slopes are still killing me. I mean, I've gotten this far, but I still haven't gotten slopes working. Yeah, CBS2 has a, in the pause menu, if you pause, there's an option somewhere in their pause menu to hide menu so that you can see what's currently being done in the game, which is cool. I might add something like that. It's just superfluous, but yeah, I know. The freeze frame is just something that comes with the editor in Unity. It's not something that's built into the game. It would be kind of cumbersome to do like a step frame option. Oh, he's almost dead. Not quite. I'll keep it in mind, but it won't be a priority. I figure you might be able to pause replays or something whenever they get in. Should be training only? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you wanted to really study something that happened, you could always record it too and go from there. Connect a button to the time or speed digit. You mean kind of like Smash has? In Smash Brothers, you can turn down time. Well, since there's not going to be a time setting in the game, there's no reason to train at lower times. I think it would just give you a false impression of precision. Yeah, that was different though. For Hamster Drop, it kind of made sense to debug like that. And I sometimes debug like that. But that's it, it's just a debug thing. I mean, if I really want to, I could slow down the match time, like in editor. But I don't see any reason to make that a standard feature. I don't think it would be helpful. If anything, it would be more confusing to someone trying to learn the game. Because you would be able to do things that you wouldn't be able to do at normal speed. So time here, if we go to match fixed time, match time scale, so we do 0.5. So see now everything is slowed down. Okay. Oh, I dropped him. And the reverse is true too. You could oh, that's stop time. So you do 1.5 and now it's double, or 150 times speed. It's a little buggy though, because it's not updating the same way you would expect. Oh my god. Jeez. I can't even double tap to run. Like, the timing is too strict. Let's do like a little. So this is 15% faster. It looks a little weird. Ugh, it's a little weird playing like that. And then you go super slow. 25%. Get him! Suddenly Marvel. Pocket Fighter EX Turbo. Yeah, in order to do properly some kind of turbo thing, the game would have to actually run internally at turbo speeds, and then you'd actually have to slow it down from that point. And in that way, it would probably have to run at least at 120 frames per second if you wanted double speed. Ugh. It's just like the old days. Oh yeah, that glitches out. So he does fall slower, I think, than he would normally. Or maybe not. I think there is a glitch with that, though, when time is slowed, that there are some issues. A delay-based netcode simulator. Ain't that the fucking truth? Now connect speed to health? No, I don't have any link for speed to health. Anyway, our time up did ring, so I do have to wrap it up. Alright, back at normal speed. Oh, it feels weird now. I think the speed's about right. I mean, internally. I think the game plays at a reasonable pace. And they like Third Strike. I'm targeting it to be played at 1 speed. And not have like any speed option necessarily. If time's up, just slow it down. Yeah, really. And what's this now? What's this? Debug. Oh, just tell me debug mode is on. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I want debug mode on. Wait, I catch all the bugs. Let's see, what other fun... Oh. Oh, almost got that. Oh, shoot, this one's tough. Shoot. There we go. Ooh. Oh, I didn't have enough for an EX. Shit. But yeah, with Ryu you can get to holy shit, he actually left the ground when he hit that. Oh, you know why? You know, oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh, we got a problem. We got a problem. That's why that code exists. Hold on. You want to see? You want to see something broke? That's what's broke. That's why that code's there. Because again, remember what I was saying? On the way up, he's not considered to be off the ground now. Because of the code we changed. Here, we said that being off the ground doesn't count as airborne. You have to be in a jump phase. Well, guess what? The Shoryuken goes off the ground, but it's not considered jumping until he reaches the top to fall back down. So what that means is, that's considered a ground hit. And likewise, this would be too. Yeah. And then he's just, you know, walking on the ground. It's fine. Yeah, that's why that code's there. See? I knew what I was doing. I just didn't remember why I knew I was doing what it was, and, you know. I don't know why I'm getting that. Yeah, so, we're gonna turn that back on. I can't believe that. We can also make this a single line one. Because it doesn't need to be a double. I knew what I was doing. Doesn't comment as code. You know what? That's a really good point. That's a really good point. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. You're right, you're right. I should comment each line here. Some attacks rise up, but don't activate jumping. Yeah. So you're right, you're right. I should have commented it. I say the character believes they are airborne, even if they are not. And that is valid. Some attacks rise up, but don't activate jumping. This needs to be checked to catch those situations, i.e. Shoryuken's rising phase. Oh, did the playlist just stop dead? Yeah, it did. Alright, hold on. I'll start it back up. We'll keep going for a little bit. Just want to make sure that this is commented correctly. You're right, I should. True Master keeps everything in his head. I'll be honest, a lot of this shit in this engine, like, I know exactly what's going on when I think about it, or I don't need much of a refresher. But that's dangerous because if I need someone to help me, if I don't comment those thoughts, then they'll look at it and be like, I have no idea what the fuck this is doing. Yeah, see now how stop time gets checked when you pause? That's how I pause the action in the game. Ooh! And then it goes. Currently I do not have any programming assistance though. Partly, there's a lot of stuff I do want to do myself anyway, because this is a challenge project. But the other part is finding, let's put it this way, no one has applied that has the qualifications necessary to actually be of help. And that's not a dig at anybody, it's just, this is a learning project, an advanced learning project. So when people come and they're like, oh, I just started using Unity, or I just learned C#, or hey, tell me how to learn C# so I can help you. It's like, no, the honest answer is it's just, without experience, then it's just going to be me teaching you how to do it for the next like half a year before you can actually do something that would benefit me, and I just don't have the time for that. So it's like, it's not a dig, but if someone were to help, it would have to be a very experienced programmer. Someone that would have the flexibility to work in either something they've never done before, which is what I'm doing with myself, or someone who's already created their own fighting engine. If I had all the time in the world, I wouldn't mind teaching someone and training them and getting them ready. But I just, I only got one life to live, and I'm doing as much as I can already. It would just slow things down further. Ugh. Oh no, I wanted to... Oh no, okay, that doesn't work. I thought maybe that would work. That works. So, yeah, anyway, well I guess we'll have to pack it up. We just did bug hunting for the most part. Not really sure the next step I want to take here. And I still have a lot of GGPO code to go through. Or well, code that needs to be in place so that GGPO will work. I'll put it that way. It's not code for GGPO. Like GGPO, it's just kind of its own thing. It's already coded. But I need to create an interface between the game and GGPO and make sure that when GGPO does the thing it needs to do, that the game can handle that request. And that's the majority of the work would roll back. So I got a lot of work to do on that. But I've been kind of avoiding doing that stuff on stream just because it's big and it's boring and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god, your nose is cold.
Shut up, I'm illegal coaching you while you talk.
You're making me cold, you're freezing.
Shut up, I can't control my body temperature, I'm a woman.
Yeah, I know. Hello, Average Hero.
Hi, Average Hero.
She put her nose on my head. Like, oh, it's cold. Can I show this character select screen? Sure. In fact, I'll do one better. I'll show you the behind-the-scenes character select screen. How about that? Normally it looks like this. There are hidden characters. Well, not really like hidden, but they're the ones that we have planned that are just not ready yet. I'm sure you can figure out who they are. Next character is Dan. No. Fortunately. So there's what it looks like behind the scenes. You can see the second player and the computer player icons are just waiting. So when I select Ryu, then see the computer player icon comes in. Because we're in training mode. And they're just hanging out on the side. You wouldn't normally see them. Yep, Chun and Guile, Kyo, Iori, and Mai are the remaining characters. And then I've got one special guest planned. And we'll reveal that more later when that's closer to... He'll be the 9th character. Uh-oh. I indicated what gender they were. Well, there's your hint. It's a he. Just replace Kyo with Ryo. No. I mean, Ryo, he does have sprites, so he's a valid candidate. But Kyo, man, you can't put Ryo in and leave Kyo out. People would be pissed. Kyo's the main character of KOF. I guess you could argue that both Kyo and Iori are main characters, but you get the idea. If you want to know what the fireball looks like going off screen, these red lines here are the screen edge. Oh, Hadouken has to pass off the screen in order to disappear. See? I could just have him jump. See? And it goes off. Same with supers. Supers just disappear, they're kind of funny. Yeah, I was gonna say, because Kyo and Iori are so interlinked, you could say that Kyo might have been the protagonist at one point, but they're both equally involved in pretty much everything that's going on at this point, so I would say they're both sort of the series' main characters. You can't just leave them out. And then, of course, Terry is a fan favorite, and Mai is a huge fan favorite for obvious reasons. More than the fun bags, obviously. she's got a pretty cool playstyle, and some of the games she's actually really good to use, so she's garnered quite a following in both gameplay and just being a character that people like. Yeah, I was gonna say, it is kind of interesting to see it running in this kind of view. I get even wackier. I can show you the 3D view. I mean, everything in Unity renders in 3D, even if it's 2D. So yeah, this is what the game looks like behind the scenes. Oh, it actually dropped there. That's funny. You'll notice that the flashes actually don't happen here. They're a post-processing effect. So you'll see the actual game screen and the wallpaper around it actually float out here. And so one camera here renders to this screen down here, and then another camera renders the wallpaper and the game screen together, so it does 2 renders to get that effect. And they go really flying up from that end. Whoa. IMAX mode. Yeah. And so everything takes place in this kind of pane of existence here. Everything's all in the center. Yeah, everything looks pretty jank behind the scenes, but this is just how game dev is. Hey, Nothing Excess, what's up? I'm just screwing around here at the end. Showing off the behind the scenes look. Tried to do some glitch hunting. Came up empty on a couple things, but it's weird playing like this. I actually feel like I need to tilt the analog stick at a different direction because the camera's different. It's like really screwing me up. It's really doing something to me. Oh, I have an arcade stick. It's just really cumbersome to have the keyboard and mouse and everything along with the arcade stick. I would play with an arcade stick if I was playing. It was actually funny, we were playing KOF R2 that just came out on Switch last night, and the Brook Ultimate Fight Board did not work on Switch anymore, and I couldn't get it to work, and I'm not sure if there's a firmware issue or what. I really wanted to play it with the stick, but I couldn't. It wouldn't accept the stick as an input device. It looks cool, just like a little weird 3D effect. Reminds me of a video. It was all USF4 Ultra, but with a fixed camera. Oh, and you can see the characters teleporting. Oh yeah. When they do their cinematic supers. Yeah, I've seen that video too. It's pretty cool. There's no cinematic supers here, but it's possible to do something like that. I just don't need to, and probably shouldn't because you can see the entire battlefield, you know? So doing something like that would be a lot more disorientating in 2D space with a fixed camera than it would be in 3D. The only reason they can really get away with it is because of the 3D camera can be manipulated in ways that you don't realize it's actually moving as much as it is. Oh, that's not gonna hit. Yeah, I know, I need to make my own emotes. I'm trying to think what kind of emotes I should have. Ah, then I gotta draw them. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm terrible. It just takes me a very long time to draw anything. Like, I can do it, it's just gonna take forever. And now that my arms and shit are hurting, I'm not supposed to be overdoing it, which are actually already starting to hurt, by the way. Just starting to get a little sore now, because we're about 2-hour mark. It's hard to draw, because that puts my arm in a position that hurts it. So I'm even worse positioned to do that right now. You did Ring Fit today? You're incredibly tired. Is it good? My sister wanted one, but she couldn't get a Switch. When all the you-know-what hit the fan. And, you know, our current global situation. And I think she still hasn't gotten one. Like, every time Amazon gets Switches, they're, like, sold out in, like, 10 minutes. And you'll never friggin' know. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. It's fun. It actually makes workout fun because it's like a real game. It's not some like bullshit that looks like a game. It's an actual video game. It's kind of like the difference between some crappy plug-and-play art program thing that like Mattel makes versus like Mario Paint, which is actually like a game about art as opposed to it's art pretending to be a game. Alright, no problem. Yeah, anyway, we were gonna wrap it up anyway. I need to rest my arms, and we're already over the time limit, so I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out. I just wish I could do more of this, but I gotta be careful, because if I push it, bad things can happen, so I have to keep myself in check, which is hard because I want to just work all the time on this stuff. But quit hanging out and be a family man. Man, I'm just in a chill mood today. I just want to sit here and chat, just be like, hey man, what's up? But I was gonna say, the next thing I want to do might be some pixel art. There's a few effects that we still have to get through and fix up. So, well, yeah, let me show these again for everybody who came in late. We got new LBRY animations. For the super extension. I have no idea what the name of it is. The move names in KOF are all a mystery to me. I just know it as, hey, that's that super extension, or I don't know, it's that fireball thing. It's the fireball thing he already does. I don't know what it's called. It is just the thing he does. The thing he does when he slashes a lot. That super, you know that one? I think that one's actually called Seven Maidens. I think I've learned that one now. But then there's the effect that goes along with it. So Pocket came through and got these done, and they look amazing. So we'll have to see how they work. My only real concern is the first hit is fine in its range of what needs to hit. The second hit looks a little shallow. So if the opponent ends up over here after the first hit, will it look like it's actually hitting them? We won't know until it's really in the game. It's kind of hard to say. And he also needs color too, so We'll see. It might be alright. It might be good enough. Because remember, there's hit sparks, and that's really the purpose of a hit spark, is to cover the gap, the air gap between the character's sprite and what actually hit them, so that it looks like it actually hit. It's kind of smoke and mirrors. That's really what the hit sparks are for, what they were invented for. So that when it doesn't look quite like that punch really hit, well, the hit spark covers that gap between the fist and his face, so it looks like it hit anyway. That gives you a little leeway in hitboxes. There's the dirty dark secret about hit sparks. And that works for almost everything. You know, any other games where a sprite will stop or disappear needs to turn into some kind of effect that looks like it connected. Just do melty effects. Oh geez, with all the additive blending and all that. If I was doing a full-size fighter, I would absolutely do stuff like that. Yeah, he Pocket don't play. When he gets shit done, he gets shit done. It looks great. Full screen effects never miss. Oh, like yeah. Like a giant like explosion. It's full screen. Yeah, there's no gap there. They're just dead. And it looks good. I haven't actually gone frame by frame, but yeah, look at that. With the arm just snap back. Boom! Whip! And then it keeps the bladed edge almost, looks like. It's perfect. And then it comes up. Yeah. So he moves from here to here, and the arm is just lagging behind, and then it snaps through. Boom. And catches up with the rest of the momentum. And he's got the dark eyes here too, that's perfect. Yeah, and then everything snaps into place. I like, and I noticed this too when I was playing it, but he actually animated the between these frames, nothing else is moving, but the little belt thing between his legs is actually moving. Yeah, and then the eye light. Wow, that's actually a lot of frames. I thought that was pretty smooth. That's a lot of frames on that, but that's fine. Not gonna bother removing any of that because it looks pretty cool. We had the eye smear. The eye light smear is pretty. Yeah, then he lights back up. This makes me wonder, is his mouth supposed to be open during that? Not even really sure what he's doing here. I guess he's throwing his hands forward and that causes the thing. But it always kind of looks like he's just spitting fire onto the ground and it's just flying back up. I don't know, that's what it always looked like to me. A little goofy, but it's fine. Yeah, and then you see just 2 frames for the wind. And then down. Yeah, back up. That's a new frame too. He didn't reuse anything to get back to idle. Really good. The other thing I was going to say, we have a couple effects that I would like to redo, like the counter hit spark is actually a different effect that's laid on top of. And I'll try to do it here and pause it when I do it. So, yeah, okay, well, that was hard to see. Here we go. So you'll see here the counter hit spark. It kind of merges with the screen flash here. So you get the flash of the white, and then when it comes out, you get that, and then you get this little ring. Like, it's okay, and then it turns into a spotted ring. It's okay, but it doesn't quite correlate the way that I would like it to with the rest of the hit spark. It's a little stiff. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but hopefully it looks a little inorganic. How about that? I'll put it that way. Like, it's serviceable, but that's about it. The other issue is that depending on what hits, shit. I don't want that. It gets bigger. He's not gonna get hit by that. This is really hard to do. To stop in time because the Shoryuken is so fast. Here, let me try this. No, it's too fast. Oh, is that gonna work? Is he gonna throw the Hadouken? No. Jeez. Oh, let's try this. There. Yeah, that'll give me enough time to buffer it in. Hopefully it'll hit. Yeah. So notice how the ring is bigger on specials. It does get bigger depending on... Oh, shoot. I turned it off. You saw a bug. What's the bug? The ring is bigger depending on if like a super hits or a special hits. So we can see this one easily. He's gonna whack him. Boom. And then see, now it's a big circle. But I want it to be more like that it works with the hit spark more organically, like it's more tied to it. Which will mean that I'll have to draw a special set for each one. The other thing I'm going to have to do is experiment with having the flash on counter hit happen at a 3-frame delay. And the reason is because most of your rollbacks are going to be within 3 frames. If you get a counter hit by mistake and it wasn't real. Oh yeah, the reset position won't reset you. It'll only reset you part way. So if I'm over here and you hit it once, it won't reset you all the way to center. It's a camera bug actually. It's because the camera doesn't move fast enough to compensate, and then Ken gets stuck. He gets stuck at the edge here. So he's not totally in position because the camera doesn't correct fast enough. But if you hit it a couple times, it'll go back to the center. Crap, what was I just talking about? I just got thrown off. Brain fried. Yeah, I must get rid of the bugs in the world. Man, that show... I was not happy about that second episode. Talk about decadence. Decadence. Not happy about that second episode. I'm like, oh no, don't tell me it's one of these fucking shows. I don't know, it's getting better, but I'm still a little pissed. Oh yeah, the counter hit flash, that's what I was talking about. So I would have to... Ah, jeez. This is counter white. What I would have to do, because rollbacks happen within 3 frames, you want to not have the screen flash right away. Because if you do, what's going to happen? Hey! The mirror is followed. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. What'll happen is the person who's fighting might mistakenly think they got a counter hit, but it got rolled back, but they still saw the flash, you know what I mean? So there's a real danger there to give misinformation. So I would like to actually see what happens if we put a 3-frame delay on the counter hit spark. I actually don't even notice, but we might have to reset it for it to take effect. I'm working on NetPlay. It's not finished yet, but I'm working on it. I honestly don't even really notice a difference. I'm sure if I did them side by side, I'd notice it, but if no one told me, I probably wouldn't have noticed. So let's do this. Nope. Oh, I did it too quick. So 1. Oh no, it's still doing it on frame 1. That's interesting. I wonder why. I did counter white. I added that step, that 0 entry step for 3 frames. Well, why is that not working then? Let's see. Match controller. Is that the one that has the reference? Or does the... Or it could be the other one. Let's see. Counter hit. Splashes? Flash, or they're flashes. Super effects. Flash effects. Flash white is guard break. Is that also, let's see. Huh. I'm not getting anything now. Oh wait, here it is. It's like skipping over it. I think because it's lagging. I don't know. Now it's broken. Now it doesn't work at all. Yeah, it is that one. That's also the counter. So the guard break flash is also the counter flash. So it means it was not on counter white. It was not set to the one we thought it was. So I'm gonna have to fix that. It's gonna have to be its own thing. Q3, yeah. Oh, no, that's counter as in... That's... Okay, that's Ryu's Kakufubatsu. That's why it didn't work. That's why it didn't go. Okay, we want to remove that then. We don't want to screw that up. And it happened to be flash white. So what I need to do is go to flash white and copy it. And we're going to just say that this is the counter hit one. You see it's the same. So then we'll duplicate 3 frames. We'll get rid of all the elements so that there's an empty one, just a delay of 3 frames. Yeah, you can use Parsec to play pretty much any game, but if your internet's not really good and the opponent's not close, it's going to be a lag fest, at least for the person connecting in. It's like streaming your computer to someone else, and it takes their inputs. Oh, I didn't switch it here. I was like, wow, that does not look like it changed at all. That's not right. Can't be right. Yeah, and it's not. We got to change the counter hit. Did that really change? It doesn't feel like it changed. But it certainly has a time of 3. Alright, well, let's take a look at it. Oh, it does! Yeah, it does have a delay on it. Man, it almost doesn't look like it does. Actually, it works a little better because of you get to see the black before the hit actually sparks out too. So in a way, it actually works a little better. Boom! 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, and obviously we're gonna redraw the counter effect itself, so we'll have something a little better to show there. I'm okay with that. And that'll make it less likely to have a false positive when you're playing rollback. So that was the suggestion, that you should at least hold full screen flashes or big contrast flashes, you know, visual information for the player. Yeah, I can pick Terry. That you should hold off doing something like that for 3 frames, because if you have to roll back a whole screen flash to the player, they might be like, oh, I got the counter hit, and the rollback, you know, might have been too late to like properly cover that up. So that's what really made me think about doing that in particular. Yeah, all right, I picked Terry. What do you want me to do? Oh yeah, you can do this. Boom! Oh, he dropped. Oh, you just wanted to see Terry? Okay. Fair enough. I thought you wanted me to show something specific. No, that's alright. No harm, no foul. If you just want to see Terry, then that's alright too. Yeah, this is something that you can only do in the current development version. Yeah, that's weird that like drops him now. I wonder why that is. Needs more trains. You need more trains? I'll give you more trains. We got 3 train stages. I love trains. They're cool. Ooh. Nope. There we go. Oh. You can do this. That's not what I want. Come on. Nope. That's not what I want either. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't hit. I wonder why. 2 out of 10. Too many train stages, IGN. Yeah, really. For real. Too much water. And then the last one is our variant of that stage. And so it's the same train, but over, it's over the ocean. Oh, I didn't have the EX for it. Oh, shoot. Well, something changed. But that doesn't hit anymore. Hold up. That one does. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I not doing... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it was a glitch, but because I used the light power charge, you have to use the light power charge with the light dunk, and the heavy power charge with the heavy dunk. So that was my mistake. Freaking myself out here, thinking things are broke. But yeah, because I hit the light kick instead of the heavy punch, or the heavy kick when I did charge. It should become a Rekka. What do you mean a Rekka? Why would it be a Rekka? The input kind of ends up that way because the forward from the power charge gets you the forward down forward you need for the... It gets you the forward down forward you need for the dunk. Brain fart. Because why not? Well, why would it be a Rekka? It sort of ends up that way, like I said, on the input, but it's not really a Rekka. Let's see what I want to do. If you get him low enough, you can... Yeah, you can hit him with the knee too. Now, power dunks are free hard knockdowns. Terry's the only one that has a non-metered hard knockdown. Well, without any fancy stuff. So, Ryu and Ken can technically do one hitting an airborne opponent with a standing overhead, but that's a different kind of, you gotta still spend some kind of meter to get that. Either max meter or whatever. But here, Terry can just do it in a combo. Notice that Ken does not roll, so when I normally knock down Ken, he can roll up. But with this, he stops, he does not roll, and his timing is consistent on wake up. So you can do you can predict what's going to happen on wake up that way. Oh, well, I guess you would be able to there anyway because he got dizzied. They have to stand up neutral. Oh no, and he's dizzy though. So then you can catch him doing some crap. And that's it. You win! It's that easy. Didn't you know? It's that easy. You just win. Yeah, that flash is fine. It's hard to notice the difference. Just win. Yeah, you just win. It's hard to notice the difference in the flash timing. I suppose I'll have to do that for the guard break as well. I'll make another one special for that. I'll have to make a note to, oh shoot, I didn't have enough for an EX. He did. I really don't know why it doesn't catch, wonder if that's a Ryu specific thing. Nope, I didn't get it right. Why does that not hit in the corner? Yeah, look, he falls right through. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna turn on hitbox. Sorry, it's the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm a little long in the tooth now anyway. Nope. Ugh, come on. I'm trying to delay my press here. I keep getting EX. I hit it too quick. Damn it. Ah. This combo in particular is a little hard to do on analog for me. Oh shit, no, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to max cancel it. And I didn't get it. No. Something was off about that one. I didn't quite get the right. I have to do the light rising tackle. There we go. And it didn't come out. I did it too early. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. This is why I like hitbox view. Even if just for development purposes. Okay. And we can see exactly what's going on. Is he falling faster than it pops up? Okay. Interesting. In scene view, we should be able to see the problem here. I think I see what's wrong. Look at, this is what happened. Terry got pushed back from the edge of the screen, but Ken can't get close enough to the... Whoa. Gotta whistle while I'm speaking. Ken cannot get close enough to be hit by it in the corner because it spawned outside. There's two ways that we can fix this. Two ways that we can fix this. One, we can add a box that keeps him from getting too close to the side of the screen, even more than he already is. But the other, perhaps easier way is just to extend this hitbox back a little bit, like 2 pixels. And so to do that, hitboxes for Terry. Projectile, we're looking for, I guess it's not here. It's probably in the hitboxes for high angle geyser. High angle geyser. Is this the last hit? Energy burst, yeah. So this is the final hit. And so that is hit ID 4. So we want to look for the box with hit ID 4. Yeah, projectile hit data 4. So offset, we got to do -2. And then the width is going to be +2. So now we're -12 and 24. And let's see if that works. I didn't do it right. Ah! Figured I'd learned my lesson. Oh my god. I'm negative edging into a EX. one hit kind of funny, but it might have still told us what we wanted to know. Oh my god, stop EXing! Oh my god, and I didn't get an EX where I wanted it. Yeah, the public build doesn't have the ability to do... There it goes, see? Now it works. Public build does not have this. Oh, can you see stats? Sure. Should be pretty good for a 2-bar usage. Ooh. Friggin' do it again. Oh, come on. Ah, come on, kill him. It's killing me. It's killing me. Yeah, the public version does not have this combo accessible. There, 415. Pretty good for 2 bars. So the development version, I offer those on as a Patreon bonus for my patrons. You can get the current version that would have that move. Like the move's in there, but the ability to do this is not there. It's too slow in the current public version. So you have to, you'd have to try it in the development version. But keep in mind, there's a lot of other broken things in the development version. So that has been adjusted so that works. That was intended to work from the beginning, and I didn't realize that it didn't till someone reported it. And they're like, yeah, that doesn't work. I'm like, oh, whoops, should. So, fixed it. Did what cross up? The this move is a cross up, yeah. This one you can cross up with his heavy kick in air. That's really Terry's only cross up. Everything else pretty much hits on the nose. Oh, power dunk. Yeah, technically. I don't think it's a real one though. Like this, like he definitely crosses up here. I think that does hit behind him, and that's why he's getting hit. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I think that's more of an issue with the push boxes than anything. Let's see. Yeah, well, no, I don't know. Is his center? His center is here, so I guess it's technically not a cross up. I think it's kind of a frame trap situation. I don't know if... Yeah, that doesn't do it. Kind of looks like it is, but it might not be. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do with that. Nah. I think it looks like it, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just the CPU makes it look like it is, but it's not really. I think you could block that if you just held back. Actually, let me turn off the wake up and we'll see what direction, if he changes direction as well. Oh shit! He actually changed direction while blocking. Okay, I guess it is. That's unintentional. Maybe? I don't know. Wouldn't that be kind of wild if that actually worked? Yeah, he actually turned around to block that. Holy shit. Yeah. I guess it would only work on block though, because if you hit them, then obviously, you know, you've hit them, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you gotta be right up on them. Oh, okay, so if you go too far, it actually goes over. Interesting. So the only way that you can do it is if you'd use that to start it. There you go. There's some tech. I don't know if that's going to work in the current version. Wow, yeah, quarter crossed up and everything. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't know if I should keep that, though. That's pretty weird. Yeah, and because that that move moves you really close in, so it's like it's an easy way to set that up. There's not a lot of gap there either. Yeah, like you gotta be really next to him to get it. It is kind of cool. I don't know, I'll think about it, but it's really mean. It feels like a glitch. Like, not that it is a glitch, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, if someone saw that and didn't know that was a legit thing, they would be like, I think that's a bug, and I'm gonna report that. It shouldn't happen. Yeah, alright, well, that's the last thing. I gotta get out of here, like I said, so. It was fun, though. I'd like to stay longer, but I just can't, man. So, whatever. Got an extra 40 minutes or whatever out of me, so. Alright, so we'll be back next Monday, the 17th. It's August 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Sunday, we'll be playing something. So we do gameplay streams on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure what game we'll play. But because the split Joy-Cons really helped with my arms and on all the pain, we might just limit to the Switch games until they start to really feel better. Excuse me. So I'd like to think about that. We've got like Curse on the Moon, we've obviously got King of Fighters R2 still. Yeah, Nintendo Therapy. Yeah, for real. And we got Mega Man X Collection. I got a bunch of stuff. Pop into the Discord and we'll discuss more of it. So let's see if Scrubbot's active. Scrubbot not active? Alright, hold on. Oh, I think I just didn't even turn him on. Let's see. There's the Discord link in chat. Thanks, Scrubbot. Hit that up. Talk to us in there. We'll figure something out to play. I'll have to make a list of the games we've got and play those on there. So other than that, you can catch me on Twitter at MarkDWiz. We do have patrons, so let me get that out. So if you join the Scrub Club on Patreon, you can get some code samples. You can get builds of the projects that I'm in charge of, and this including this one. So you can check out the latest build, and I do those in like weekly, monthly increments. So check that out if you're interested. And I've got some names to read off. Let me pull them up here. So we got Zombie Killer, got Miguel Tabasco, Slugs Gears of War, Purple Chungus, Awakened Emperor, Diego Grandon. Hopefully I said that right. Mike Cruz, Danny Caballero. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this. Uncle Roy, Taryn Williams. I'll get it down. Get it down eventually. AJ, Rui Luis, Bryce Nagalingam, Angel, Ben K, D-Money 107, and LD Walker. So, thank you very much for your support. Helps keep things going. And feeding the cats. As Uncle Roy says, here's cat food. So, thanks very much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Scream! The next stream! I can't talk today, man. The next stream, so I'll see you guys later. Scrub out.